In western North Carolina are in desperate need of critical supplies like food and water. Meteorologist Tavian Whitehurst is joining us live now this morning from Fairview, North Carolina. It's about 30 minutes outside of Asheville. And Tavian, you're seeing much of the destruction on the ground for the very first time. I can imagine it is difficult to process the magnitude of devastation there.
Yeah, it definitely is, right, especially because the closer that you get into town, the more you can see some of those impacts. Driving through some of those mountainous areas in between Knoxville and Asheville and everything in between once you get into the city, even driving through kind of conditions like right now where you're seeing some of those hazards at night, chunks out of the road and debris in the road as well. But while we continue to clear debris and even look for missing people, get cell service back, we're also starting to shift focus over into aid. And so that's why I went to the Asheville Regional Airport and spoke with Tina Kinsey. She told me that the airport essentially became a hub for some of that support coming in.
We are that lifeline to get the supplies here so they can be distributed. Supplies are being delivered here and then airlifted to where they need to go out in the community or trucked to where they need to go.
Now, the organizations that she's referring to are primarily regional efforts, FEMA and the U.S. Army National Guard. And you also heard that President Biden is going to be sending more of that military support for these places. The airport even had to make room within their airspace so that aid could come in uninterrupted from some of these organizations. And during my time there, I was able to see a couple of trucks and planes and even helicopters getting packed and coming in and out to continue that rotation. And the helicopters specifically have been a vital tool. We've talked about how we have a lot of communities that are cut off, like the one here that we're standing in front of, and people can't get in or out. Well, those helicopters are being used to look aerially, not only to find some of those locations that do need that help, but even dropping aid in places that some of the trucks and other types of aid and other forms of transportation can't quite get to. So, of course, there are a series of other even federal help that is going to continue to come in now that President Biden has sort of signed that off. So we're going to continue to see those improvements as we get over the next couple of days, but it'll definitely take a while. I'll send it back to y'all.
All right, good to know at least some of those resources are on the way, Tavian. Thank you.